So after log into the Power Apps, on the left side, there is an option called Create. Under the Create, to which data source you want to connect it, you just click on any of the data source except a blank app. Except a blank app, remaining any of the data source, you can click on it. Okay. So that means your data source is, if it is not available also, you can just click on any of the data source and it will go to the navigate to the connections. Okay. So in this, what you need to do is you just need to give it to which data source you want to connect it. Suppose your data, if you want to connect with any of the data, so then you have to click on new connection. Okay. So in the under the new connection, to which data source you want to connect it, OneDrive, right? So click on select that particular one. So in OneDrive, there are two options will be there, OneDrive and OneDrive for business also it is there. Okay. So OneDrive for business, when you are working with organization, then you have to use OneDrive for business. But if you want to work with your personal thing, then you have to just click on OneDrive. That's it. Understand? So select with OneDrive and after that, click on create. Okay. So click on created. Okay. Once you click on created, so whatever the credentials to log into that particular OneDrive with the same credentials. Okay. So if anyone is forgetting like those credentials means whatever Outlook credentials is there for your personal Outlook, whatever credentials is there, those credentials better to give it here. Understand? So you have to give those credentials here. And see, you need to give the password for this one, like whatever password for the Outlook related password, whatever it is there, that you have to give it here and click on next. Click on yes. See, click on allow access. When you click on allow access, it is connected to your OneDrive. It is connected. See here, in that there are so many data sources are available. Excel data source available in the OneDrive. So yesterday I created with the sample data one Excel, right? So just you need to click on that particular one. And if you want to connect with the data, just you need to click on that particular one. And see under the Excel, there is a sheets are there, right? Those sheets, whatever sheet name is there in that Excel, but here it will shows as a table one. Suppose you have two sheets, table one, table two, like that it will show. It won't show direct sheet name here itself. Understand clearly or not? So before connecting to that one, yesterday I told you, right? So all the Excel's data, if you want to connect to the Power Apps means first you have to convert your data in the Excel. You have to convert your data into format as a table. Must and should you have to use that one. Okay. So after that only you can connect it. If you are not doing, you are not able to connect with this particular table one. Understand clearly. So that is very important. Click on connected. So once you click on connected, see here, the data will show here. Okay. So whenever you connect it, automatically app will be created. Okay. So in this, there are, whenever you are connecting with the default Canvas app, by default in the app, there are three screens are created. How many? There are three screens are created. Okay. One is browse screen. Okay. Another one is detail screen. Another one is edit screen. It is. Okay. That means in the browse screen, what the Microsoft will take, Power Apps will take it is, there, whatever the data you are connected with the data, it will show the data in a gallery. That means in gallery is nothing but in a vertical manner. In a vertical manner, it will shows the data. Okay, that means Vijay, what columns are there in that particular data source? All the columns as it is, it will shows here. No. Okay, in a gallery, there are different layouts will be there. Okay, in a gallery, there are different layouts will be there. That means in the gallery, at a time, we can see only 3 columns, maximum 3 columns only we can see it. We cannot see more than 3 columns in the gallery, but we can see all the records, all the rows we can see it, but only 3 columns related data only we can see it in the gallery. Understand? Suppose, for example, in the gallery, select the gallery. So this is a gallery. So under the browse screen, each and every screen we need to explain it. Okay, so whenever you are connected with the data source, by default 3 screens are created. In that, the first screen is browse screen. Okay, in the browse screen, what will happen here? It is here, it is taking some some elements. Okay, under the screen, whatever it is there, these we can call it as elements. Okay, so that means in the first one is gallery. Gallery means you can show all the records, but you can see only few of the columns, not each and every column in the table. Whatever columns you wanted, you can show those columns related data only. Okay, but you can choose any type of column. Okay, so that means I want to show the 3 columns as this one, that one, like that. You can select it whichever column you wanted, but you can see only maximum in the gallery. We can show only maximum 3 columns. Okay, so in the gallery, so what it is we can do is, whenever you take the gallery, don't worry, whenever you are connecting with a regular class, I will take the gallery and I will show you how you can load the data and what type of column data you can put it into that one. Each and everything, you know, from the scratch onwards, I will clearly create it and show it to you. Okay, in the gallery, there are different, see, when you expand this gallery, you will see there are different elements like rectangle element. When you select this one, see here, like one second. I get it. See here, there is a rectangle. See, by default, it will take all these elements, rectangle element. This is a shape, okay? Rectangle shape it is taking. Another one is separator. So between the values, this is the separator to put it one, okay? That means by using this separator, that means for each and every row, whatever rows are there, for each row, there is a separator between the rows. That means there is a line will be there. For that, they are taking this separator. Okay. Next one is next arrow. That means this is a one of the icon. Okay. When you click on this one, whatever we are represent there, based on that, it will go to that particular place. Understand clearly? This is an icon it is. Another one is title. There is a title and subtitle. See, because see, by default in this gallery, we are taking 2 columns only. Because in the data source also, we have only 2 columns. Okay, let's see whether the 2 columns data or any more columns are there. See here. Don't worry. So I will show you with 2 columns. I will show you with like a 10 to 15 columns also. Okay. See, actually in the data source itself, there are 2 columns only it is there. That's the reason it is taking. Even if you have more than 2 columns also, it will take only in the gallery. We can take only 3 columns into that one, not more than that one. Understand clearly. So in this subtitle, what you want to put it? Suppose, for example, I want to put the, see, when you select the subtitle one, okay, here it is showing that this item dot, whenever you select it, this is a property. There are different properties are there for this particular label. Okay, this is the text label. Okay, suppose that means this is a text label. See here, this is a text label. Okay, but by default Power Apps will give the title as subtitle one, like that. Understand? If whichever you want to give the name, you can give it. By double clicking on that one, you can change the name of that particular one. In a regular class, I will explain you each and every one here. Understand? So whenever you click on this one, whatever property is available here, that related property in that, this is a formula bar. Okay, in this formula bar, what you want to represent in that particular element, what value you want to show it. So that related, you have to write that formula here. Suppose I want to show, because in that particular data, what data is there? Sample data I connected. How many columns? 2 columns, ID and name. Okay. So in this, in the subtitle, I want to show the name values. For this, you have to write this item dot column name. Understand? This item dot column name means whenever you are connecting with any of the column, you cannot write the directly column name there itself. You have to call this item dot name. Whenever you connect with that particular gallery, must and should, if you want to call with a column name, means before column name, you have to type like this item dot name. Okay. Suppose I want to show with first ID values I want to show. Then you have to give like this item dot, see here, I'm typing like ID, that you can select it. See, now the ID values are showing here. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So whatever name, whatever you want to show it, so you can select like title. For title also same thing, this is also text label only. Okay, in this, what you want to show, suppose for example, this item dot, instead of showing ID, I want to take the name. Okay, just you need to select it. Then see, the name values will comes in the top itself. So whichever is comfortable to you, you can, based on that, you can take. So here itself, so when you select the gallery, under that, whatever default text labels it is taken, in the text label, whichever column you want to show, that related column you need to write it here. Suppose I have 3 columns is there. By default, 2 columns it is showing. No, I don't want to show the particular column. I want to show another column. Here itself, select that particular one, and you can give like, suppose for example, I want to show the name. Then this item dot, whatever column name is there, that you can type it here. Then automatically it will comes here. So whenever you type it here, so for this particular element, so what column you want to show it? Like suppose ID column I want to show. Select that particular, like this. Understand or not? So this is about the gallery. So for each and every property, for each and every element, there are different types of properties out there. Okay. Suppose for example, I'm selecting a gallery. Okay. For gallery also properties are there. Like see on the right side, you will see the different properties are available or not. Okay, so see here, under whenever you select this particular one, what are the different properties are available under this gallery? You can see it here. Suppose, see here, I told you, right? Layout. See, suppose for example, when I click on edit it, you will see only 2 columns, because the layout, it is taking two only. Title and subtitle you are selected. That's the reason only 2 columns only it will show here. Suppose if your layout is selected, like there are different layouts will be there. Scroll down and click on this one. Suppose I want to see maximum 3 only you can show it. Title, subtitle, body, like that you want to take this site layout. Okay. After taking this layout, okay, So if that, suppose for example, you are taking that layout, then automatically those related columns, it will come here. But here in the data source itself, we have only 2 columns, right? You can take the layout as two related ones. Understand? That means subtitle and subtitle is enough. No need of taking multiple columns. Okay. So in this particular gallery, whatever layout is there, in that layout, suppose if you are selecting like a different list of layouts will be there. See here, like a title, if you are selecting title, then it will shows a single value. Suppose I am selecting a title here. See, it will shows a single value. That single value, I don't want to show the ID values. I want to show the name. Then what you have to do, you have to click on this particular edit button. There is an edit button is there, right? See here. There is an edit button is there, right? So click on this edit button, and whenever, if you want to change the column, click on this drop down and select it. Then that particular value, it will show. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So this is the one. Okay. So in the layout, there are different types of layouts is there. Whichever layout you want to select it, those related layouts only we can display it. Understand clearly or not? So suppose, for example, if you want to increase under the layout, there are different, under the particular gallery, you will have different labels, text labels and everything, and icons will be there. Different it is there, right? So whichever you want to select it, you can select it. And if you want to change the format of that particular element, format means properties here. In Power BI, we can call it as format. That means design part of that particular one, we can call it as format in Power BI, but in Power BI, we can call it as like properties. Okay. If you want to change anything on that particular element, okay, that means color changing or font increasing, font changing, anything, you just need to select that particular element. On the right side, there is a properties are there. You can change it here itself. Understand? Suppose I want to put it like 25 here. Okay. So that means based on that, it will shows the value. Suppose, for example, instead of putting this one, 30. Okay. So here, like if you want to put it as a center of this text alignment, okay, when you click on this one, see like this. But most of the times, always you have to put a text alignment as in the left align left only, you have to choose it. Understand? So like this, whichever is required, you have to select that particular element and change the properties. This is what you can do it. Okay. Not only this one, in this particular screen itself, okay, in this particular browse screen itself, okay, there are different, see in this screen itself, there are different elements are there, like label elements. This is a label. Okay, this, when you want to take any elements, you can go to the insert and you can take it on. Okay, don't worry, in the regular class, what you need, where you need to go, what are the different elements are there, I will explain you each and everything from the scratch hundreds. Understand? But this is a demo, right? We just need to give what is what, how it is working and everything. Understand? So see here, this is a text label. Okay, this is a refresh one. What this refresh one will do, that means whenever you take this icon, Power Apps, what will happen? It will, by default, it will generate a function. What is that function? Refresh function. See here, by seeing the icon, okay, you will understand what you need to apply. That means refresh the data. Suppose, for example, why we want to use this particular option? Because suppose in the data source itself, the data will be, latest data will be loaded. So automatically in Power Apps, it won't comes the latest data. You have to refresh that particular one manually. Okay. Whenever you want to refresh means reloading the data. Okay. If you want to reload that particular data, then you need to take this icon. And after taking this icon, there is an on select property. Okay. Understand? That means on select trigger. This we can call it as trigger. Okay. So in Power Apps, whatever property starts with on select, whatever property starts with on select, those we can call it as trigger. Understand or not? So by default, whenever you take the icon, by default, this is the property selected. This trigger is selected here. In this formula bar, just I am writing a refresh function. In the refresh function, what is the source of that particular table? That it is selected here. See, when you are connected to that particular data source, what table name it will come? Table 1, right? That table name you need to pass it inside that one. So whenever you click on this particular one, so whatever latest data, suppose for example, I want to play this app, then what you have to do? So there is a preview, the app option is there, right? Click on this one. Okay. And after that, see, there is an option refresh list. Okay. Click on this one. Then automatically what will happen? Again, it will go to that particular data source and load that particular data again into Power Apps. Understand? That is refresh. Okay. Next one is sort. This is the function sort. Okay. So when you want to sort, suppose for example, I want to show the data in ascending order or descending order. You have some restriction, right? So for that, the Power Apps will take this is an icon. This is an icon. This is also icon. This is also icon. Refresh icon. All the Vijay, where it will take the icons means under the insert it is an icon. Don't worry, I will show you. Like see, these are the under the icons, there is an icon tab is there. Like when you type like sort, see here, this is an icon. Okay. In this icon, they are just writing what column values you want to sort it. Okay. That it is given here. Don't worry, what is this one? Everything, how we can do it, I will explain you. Understand? Next one is this icon will be there. What is this icon? That means this is also an icon. Whenever you click on this particular icon, what will happen? That means if I want to insert a new record in the app as well as in the data source, okay, then we have to use this option. Understand clearly or not? If you want to create any new record, then for creating a new record in the app as well as in the data source, we have to use this option. Suppose, for example, Vijay, can we apply it? Yes, you can apply it. Click on this one. See, it is asking what columns are there. Those columns related. This particular screen, it will come set. Okay. Whenever it will come set, what is the ID value? Suppose, for example, I want to give 505 and name is like Power Apps. Okay. This is what. And click on this one. There is an option, there is another icon. When you click on this one, what will happen? It will submit the data. Whatever you are filling the data here, that data, it will submit it. Okay, that means, so there are some formulas are writing inside that one. Whenever we are going with a regular class, that I will explain you clearly. But here, how this app will works, I will show you. See, when you click on this particular one, what will happen? The record, whatever you enter it, that record is saved here. See here. See, this record is saved. Not only here, whenever the record is saved in the app, as well as that record, the new record is also created in the data source also. Okay. And you open this particular one. See here, there is a new record is created or not. In the data source, automatically it will create it. Okay. So, okay, this is about this particular icon. Okay. Not only this one, in this search bar, there is a search bar is there, right? In the, you can type like, if you type any text here, then automatically those related text only it will comes here. Suppose, for example, when you click on this application, suppose I want to see CC value, then in this particular text box, CC you can type it. then automatically CC records only it will display in the gallery. Understand? That search icon, you see, that is how it will be read. But in this particular one, there is some formulas we are writing. So those formulas we can discuss it later. Okay. This is about the browse gallery. That means another one is like when you click on this one, what will happen? To which place you want to go? That means for I'm taking this icon. So by using this icon, what I need to do is I want to move from one screen to another screen. Okay. So there are two functions will be there. One is, sorry, one function is there. One is, that function is navigate function. What is that? Navigate function. By writing the navigate function, we can move the screen from, we can move from one screen to another screen. Okay. If you want to navigate from one screen to another screen means you have to use a function called navigate. You have to write that function here itself. Suppose I'm giving like this. Suppose, for example, navigate to which screen you want to go. That screen name you have to write detail. Okay, suppose detail screen. Okay, so now, and when you click on preview the app, when you click on the app play, okay, so see here, when you click on this one, it will go to that particular screen. Okay, so like this. Okay, so now this is about the browse screen itself. Okay, when you click on this one, okay, so this is about the browse screen. Okay, next one is detail screen. That means if whichever record your click whichever record you want to see the detail wise. Okay, that means in the browse screen, like what data and what are the columns is there, that columns we can show it in this browser. Okay, that for that particular record, what values are there, I want to see the complete values of that particular record. Then you have to go to that particular record, and there is an option you need to click on that particular row. In which row you are clicking, that related records, it will be displayed in the detail. Okay, in this one, whenever you click on this particular icon, it will go to the detail screen. In this detail screen, all the values you can see detail. Okay, that means in this particular detail screen, you can show all the columns data. Okay, in the detail screen, we can show all the columns data. That means whatever columns are there in that particular table, all the columns data. But this will shows only whichever record you are selected in the browse screen. Those related records details only we can show it here. Understand? I'm selecting a two record in the browse screen. That two related record, what column values are there, all the column values it will show here. Okay, so that it is about a detail screen. Okay, in this detail screen, you need to take the form. Okay, so because so I don't want to show two columns values or three columns or four columns. I want to see the complete columns of that particular table. Okay, then you have to take like forms. Okay, that means form means, suppose for example, whenever you go to the any bank or something, any application you want to fill it, they are giving the form, right? In that same format you can see all the details here itself. Understand? That means form format. So whatever column values are there, that you can see it in the form element. Okay, there are two types of form element is there. If you want to read only form is there, and editable form is also there. Okay, read only, editable. In this detail screen, the Power Apps will take like read only form. Okay, That this form we can call it as display form. See here. See, display form. Display form is only for viewing the data. Just you cannot do any modification in the display form. If you take edit form, you can modify the records data also. Understand? That is the main difference between display form and edit form into that. Understand? So in this particular screen, it is taken this. Sorry guys, it is disconnected. So yeah, sorry for this one. So whatever columns it is available there, those columns are available here itself. But actually what will happen here it is, so only two columns are available in the data source. That's the reason two columns only we can load it. Suppose if there is like 15 columns are there. So all the columns you can click on add fields here. When you click on add fields, click on add field option, then automatically whichever columns, all the columns it will show in the table. But here we have only two columns. Those columns are already taken. That's the reason here in the add field, it is not showing anything. Okay. Suppose for example, I'm deleting this one. Then see what will happen. Okay. I deleted name. Okay. Then what will happen? Again, when you click on add field, now you will see the name column under that particular field. Because whichever columns are already shown, those related columns, we cannot see it in the add field itself. So that's the reason you have to select that particular name and click on add. Okay. So see here, that means whatever columns you wanted, here itself you can add it. And what columns you are added, those columns it will show in that particular form. Understand clearly or not? This is about. Suppose for example, I want to show, see, it is showing like a column, one column wise it is shows, right? This form. Suppose in the right side, when you select the form, there is a properties, right? In that, you will have the columns is, suppose if I'm selecting two, then in two column base it will shows like this. Understand clearly? Okay. And suppose for example, in the layout there is an option, layout option is there, right? See, there are different layouts is there. By default, the vertical layout is selected. That's the reason column name will shows on the top. Below that value will be shown. Column name, value. Column name, below that it value will be shown. Suppose I want to show horizontally. When you select this layout, then the data will be displayed like this. That means for ID, this is the value. For name, this is the value. Like this. Understand? This display form. Okay. Suppose when you expand this form, you will see the different cards are there. Okay. These are the data cards. Okay. So Power Apps will automatically take this one. Suppose you want to modify anything in that particular one, then you have to unlock this particular card. Where you can unlock means under the advanced, there is an option unlock, right? So you can unlock and you can do any changes on this particular card itself. Without unlocking, you cannot change any value here itself. Understand? This is about the form. Okay. So not only this one, in this particular detail screen, we have like labels, and we are taking like this is the icon, like trash icon. That means what trash icon? We can remove the particular record. Okay, whatever record we are selected from the gallery, that record we are trying to delete it. So let's see whether it is working or not. Suppose in this detail screen, so this is the label, you know it. In this icon, what this icon will do? It will go to the previous screen. So for this again, see here, when you click on that particular one, it will come to the browse screen itself. Understand clearly? So here, when you click on this one, it will navigate to that particular. For this also, navigate function only it is used. Understand clearly? Okay. And suppose, for example, if you click on this icon, trash icon, okay. So when you click on this one, we can delete whichever record is selected. That record only it is getting deleted. That means this is the one record, right? This record will be deleted from the app as well as the data source. Okay, let's see. Click on this one. See that one record is getting deleted in the app. Whenever it is getting deleted, automatically it will comes to the browse screen itself. That means it will be navigated. Okay, after executing, deleting that particular record, immediately it will come to the browse screen. It is designed like that. Okay, so whatever record is deleted, see here, can you check it here whether that particular record is available or not in the data source? See, one ID record is getting deleted. Understand clear now? So automatically it will be affected here. So next one is like, see here, suppose when you go to that particular one, you will have edit. This is an icon, edit. That means, suppose for example, you want to modify one of the value in this column, then you cannot modify in this particular display form, right? This is a display form. Then you have to go to the edit form. Okay, so for that we have another screen also, it is there, that it is called as edit screen. Understand clearly or not? This is an edit screen. So in this particular detail screen, all the forms you understand, right? Like suppose for example, see there is a labels are there, we can take it, you know, the delete. And for edit, this is an icon, edit icon. So for this icon, it will go to the edit form. That means edit screen it will go to, because in that particular screen they are taking a edit form. Okay, because in this screen itself we have display form. Display form cannot edit the records, cannot modify the record. Only for viewing purpose only we can show it here. Understand clearly or not? So for that, when you click on this particular one, it will navigate to the first, it will navigate to this particular screen, and whatever record you are selected in the gallery, that record values automatically it will come here. Okay, understand? Whichever record is selected in the browse screen, that record values and the columns automatically it will comes here. Okay. So in this edit screen, see, they are taken like a edit form. Okay. In the detail screen, they are taking display form. Display form is for showing the values. For read-only purpose only they are using. But in the edit screen, they are using edit form. Edit form means here you can modify the form itself. Understand? If you want to modify that particular form, you have to take that particular edit. Okay. In this one, the same, what columns you required it. You just need to select the form and click on properties. Under the properties, click on edit fields. In edit fields, what columns you want to show it in the edit form, those columns you can take it from here. Okay. But we take all the columns from that particular table. Okay. If there is any column is pending means, then click on add field and click on add that particular one. Then automatically that will comes here itself. Suppose for example, first I want to show as a name. Then you have to drag and drop and put it in that particular one. Then see here, the changes will happen. So for which column you want to show in the order way, in an order, you can put it in the particular form itself. Suppose first I want to display the name, after that ID related, like that. Then what you have to do, just to drag and drop and keep it in which position you want to show. Okay, understand clearly enough? Like this, you can take it. And suppose I don't want like this, I want first ID as well, after that name column. Then you can arrange it like that. Understand? So for this edit form also, how the display form will be there, the same options. Like see here, the columns you want to show the 2 columns way or 1 column way. Okay. Or the layout is vertical or horizontal option is there, like this. Suppose I'm giving like this. Okay, it will show the layout like this. Understand clearly or not? And this is see, I will tell you. Okay, so when you click on this one, see here, in editable form, whatever values are there, those are by default in edit mode. It will be there. There is a text box is there. In the text box, those values it will show. Suppose you want to give the value, you want to change the value. Suppose I want to change this value. Yes, you can change it here. Suppose for example, I want to give 45 and name is like Naresh IT. Like this. So in this edit form, you can modify the record. Actually, in the record, what it will be there in that existing record, these 2 column values are modified. That means replace it. Okay. So after modifying this particular one, you have to click on submit. This is an option to submit. And you click on this one. See, that particular record is updated. Okay, it will be modified in the existing record. It will be modified. See here, Naresh IT for labs. When you go to the, it will comes to the first screen itself. Suppose see here, when you go to the detail screen, the trigger related records only you can see it. So when you go to the edit form, this is an icon. Okay, when you click on this one, it will go to the edit screen. Understand? In the edit screen, the same record it is shown. Understand clearly? So suppose for example, okay. So in this one, there are different icons is there. Suppose if I selected this one, what will happen? Suppose when I click on this particular one, suppose for example, I'm giving 2. Okay. Here I'm giving like X, Y, Z. I'm modifying this one. I'm not clicking on this icon. I'm clicking on this icon. Whenever you click on this icon, previously what record is available to that one, that it will be reset. Understand? See here, click on this one. Previously what record it will be there? 45 Naresh IT Power Apps will be there. So whenever you click on this particular one, it will reset that particular form. That means reset means previously what record is available in that particular in the data source, that record only it will show set. That it is called as reset. Okay. If you reset it, immediately it will go to the detail screen itself. Understand clearly. Click on this one. It will come to the detail screen. From there, like if you want to do anything on the one, you can do it. This is how this particular record is updated and create the new record and delete the record. If you by using this particular app itself, you can do all the changes here. If you are doing any changes in the data source, automatically it will be reflected in the data source also. That getting updated here as well as in the data source also, it's getting updated. Understand clearly. So these are the default. Without writing anything, automatically Power Apps will create an application. Understand clearly. But in the regular class, there are different options are available. See here. So this is a tree one. Okay. When you expand this one, this we can call it a tree view. Under the tree view only, you can take the screens, you can take the different elements here itself. Understand? Suppose if you want to take any element in the left pan, you will have insert. There is a plus icon is there. Click on this one. When you click on this plus icon, there are different elements is there: text label, edit form, text input, vertical gallery, or sometimes you don't want to find it. In the search bar, you can type it. Suppose, for example, I want an icon. Okay, then click on the back. I want this one. Okay, blank. When you click on, when I type this one, icon in these related name is available under icons or in the shapes it is. Whichever you want, you can take it. Not only this one, all the things are available here. All the elements are available here itself. Gallery. See, sometimes the gallery, vertical gallery is there, horizontal gallery is there. See here, blank vertical gallery and horizontal vertical gallery. There are different elements are there in the gallery. Even in the forms also, there are two types of forms is there: editable form and display form only. Okay, not only this one. Suppose I want to take the button, then you have to type like this, then button. If you want to take the label, okay, so what are the labels related? Text label, we can call it as text label. Not only this one, I want to take the drop down. Okay, see here, drop down option will come here. Okay, next I want to take a combo box. See, okay. So whenever you go for each and every one, this is a popular tab. When you expand this one, only few elements are shows here. But when you expand the different tabs like input, there are different. See here, button, text input, pen input, like there are different things up there. Okay, text input means you can enter any type of text in that particular one. If it is a text label means you just need to read only purpose only, you have to use it. Understand? Drop down means multiple values. If you want to take it, you can use it. And combo box, date picker, list box, that means in the vertical manner all the values are shown in that one. Check box, like whether it is checked or not. For that, if you want to take it, radio button means single values only, always we can select it for this radio. Okay, and toggle, slider, rating, there are different elements are there. Whichever element you wanted, you have to go to that particular tab and select that one. If display related, whatever it is there, that it will be available here, like media, shapes, icons, and everything it is available. Understand? When it comes to here, there is another tab also there, data, right? So that means here, whichever data source you want to connect it, in this data tab only you can do it. Suppose I want to connect it, another data set data. Click on add data, and to which data source you want to connect it. Suppose these are the tables related connection. I will tell you tomorrow what is table, and that means in Power Apps we can store the data also, right? So those related also we can use it in Canvas app. Understand how we can use it tomorrow? I will tell you. And if you want to connect with any particular data source under the connectors, see all the connectors option is there, right? Click on this one. Whichever connector you want, you can scroll down and see and connect to that particular one. Understand? You can connect to the data source. If you want to connect with any data source means you need to come here. Understand? Okay. Next one is media. Media means you can upload the images, you can upload the videos or anything. If you want to load the images, videos or anything related, those you have to use this option and upload. By using upload option, you can upload it. But one important point is this media space is up to 200 MB only it is available. See here, below that it will shows 200 MB only it is available. Within the 200 MB only you can load that one. That means each media file or image or video must and should be no longer than 64 MB. This is also another restriction in this video. Okay, total up to 200 MB only you can upload it, like either image, video or anything. But each image or video not more than 64 MB. Understand? So like this. And here, suppose you want to connect with Power Automate also, here we can do it. But in this course itself, we cannot explain the Power Automate. That is a complete different course it is. Okay. If one of the particular scenario, if I'm explaining what is this one, how it will comes, and these questions will come. So that's the reason those related are different. Okay. Next one is here variables. If you are mentioning any variables or collections means is nothing but a table. You can store the table data under the collections also. I will tell you in the regular class. And global variables context and local variable context variables means local variable. That means what is the difference between global variables and local variables? That means if you are using local variables, that means context variables, up to the screen only you can use those variables. If you are using global variables means you can create it, you can create the variable in one screen. That variable you can use it in any of the screen. That it is called as global variables. Okay. And collections means, what is collections mean? You can create the tables by writing some functions. Understand? So we can create that particular tables by writing some functions. Understand? Those tables you can show it wherever you want it. You can use it there itself. Okay. So those are the options. And advanced tools like there are different ways are there. So those are not required. And here the search, if you want to search any value or anything, then we have to do. If any settings related, suppose for example, you want to change anything. Suppose for example, you want to use PDF function. For PDF function, you have to enable the settings here itself. Not only this one, anything for app related, if you want to change anything, I want to display the scope as a in a big manner. That means the whatever mobile form you are taking, like a tablet format, I want to. Here itself, you can change all the things. Like see here, app name if you want to change it, or display whatever app we are displaying, that display in the portrait format it is displaying. Suppose there are different ways of the landscape means, see here, whenever it is landscape, it is look like this. See here. In this format, it will show it. There are different, whatever modifications you want to apply on that particular app, you can do all the things here itself. Understand clearly? So these are the different options is available. Tomorrow, what I explained is, so how we can store the data, okay, in Power Apps, that whatever the tables you are storing, with the tables, we can create a default canvas app. Or else I have some data, Excel data is available in my local system. I want to load that Excel data into Power Apps. How we can do those, I will explain you. Understand clearly? So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. So anyone having any doubts? Yeah. Yeah, Venkat, tell me. Venkatesh. You can unmute now, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Vijay. So I have a small doubt. So you're going to cover model driven up also?
Yeah. Model driven. Without the model driven, you cannot do anything here.
Yeah, yeah.
But here it is a demo, right? We cannot show. Model driven is very big, right? So I
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
show in a single day or 2 days like that. It is a long process. But Canvas app, it is showing in a simple way, right? So that's the reason but in the regular class, must and should model driven app and Canvas app, blank app, default app, and each and every element, what properties are there, everything, and what functions are available, how these functions are applied in a real-time manner, and and not only that one, how we can store, import the data, how we can export the data, and what are the collections will be there, and what is portal app, all the things there itself we can discuss.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. That's what I want to ask. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vijay.
Shubham, yeah, tell me, Shubham.
Uh, Hello, sir. Today only I joined the class. I want to ask one thing, and that Dynamic 365 will be also taught in this course.
Dynamic 365 means I didn't get you.
Like it is a similar technology or like
No,
related
for
to.
what purpose we can connect with Dynamic 365? See, it is not required, Shubham. Like you are joining today only, right? But 2 days back demos are happening. Like again, don't worry. Whenever you are going with the regular course, also again I will start from the scratch. Like what are the licenses? How you can sign up the things, and what is Power Apps? Power Apps is nothing but creating an applications here. What business data is there? With that business data, we can create an application automatically. So why we need to use Power Apps means automation related all the things here itself we can do it. Because in Power BI there is some drawbacks are there. By overcome this one, Power Apps is introduced. And that
And
means suppose you are updating something in the app itself. Is it reflected to the data source or not? Because in the data source, client is not seeing the data source data, because your data source is available SQL server. Client will see the SQL server tables and everything. They don't know all the things. They want to see that data source data in this particular app itself. So if they want to do any modification on any column value, just in the app itself, they will modify it. Automatically, it will reflect with the data source.
sir, what is the job openings related to the Power Apps? Is it a
See, perhaps Shubham, it is very good, right? Present situation. Like, but you have to practice each and everything. Okay. So practice more. See, very less options will be there. With that options, how you can implement and you can practice more, and within 1 hour, 1 hour, or 1 month or 2 months, you can get the knowledge on this particular one. Understand clearly.
yeah?
Yeah. Is there anything? Is there? Oh, again, few more people also there. Yeah, Anwar, you can unmute and ask that.
Yeah, yeah.
Anwar.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the Android apps and Power Apps, where is it differing, sir?
What is that? Android app.
Android apps, normally
Uh,
many apps are
oh,
available
oh,
on the Android.
and,
similar to that Power Apps also, can we use it?
No. See, Android application means based on that particular requirement you are using. Suppose you are using games. It is games related only, right? You cannot book any particular item into that particular games app, right? So this app is also like that only. Suppose what this app will do, Power Apps will do means, so clients want to see, like suppose for example, if the Power Apps is not there, what they are doing, like whatever the data they are seeing, okay, they need to inform, like maybe some mismatched data is available in the data source, please rectify this one, and those are intimate to the developers will modify it one and represent the data again. So that means client does not interact with the data source directly, right? They need to pass the information to that particular developer. Until developer will complete it, they need to wait it. No, not like that. So by using Power Apps, whatever the business, because whatever the business data is there, the client's data only, business data only, right? So that's the reason they want to do it their own side. For that, Power Apps is included. That means they want to do like, no, this is not the correct column value. I want to change it. So they no need to intimate to the developer. They can by seeing by the app itself, they can directly do it from there itself. Whatever it is doing, that automatically it will be change, that related change will happens in the data source itself. Understand clearly?
Yeah, that means the Power Apps is more interactive with the client.
Yeah. Very much interact with the business people, like a business. So first of all, that means only for data level, for business people, they will see the data, right? So how the data will be there, how whether it is problems are there in that particular data or not, they want to check it from the data level. Okay, just for data level, these apps are created.
Okay, that
See,
means
if the data is rectified, means automatically the correct data only it will be shown in any of the cases, right?
Yeah. Android app, it is not there. It is a fixed data and fixed information.
It is a fixed one. See, it is not. That means it is a read only, right? Android, any application is read only. Just whatever you want to book it, you can book it, that one. So no, I don't want this image, I want to delete it. Is it possible in the app itself? No, right?
No. Yeah, in Power Apps it's possible.
Yeah,
the developer can do it.
Power Apps it is possible. Okay. In Power Apps, they can change the data level for the clients. Not for suppose, for example, they want to remove the card itself. That it is not possible, right?
Yeah.
The clients don't want to do it. Just they want to modify the data. Or update the thing. Or else they want to insert the record there itself.
Okay. And they may need the complete presentation of some profits last year, how much, this year, how much, only this information.
No. What will happen here it is, so actually what will happen, Power Apps is useful for automate the, that means interacting, clients will interacting with the data and they can do anything in that one. After proper data is modified, after proper data is available in the data source, that data we can pull it into Power BI. There itself we can represent the data in a different visual format, because Power BI is a reporting tool. So what data, correct data is modified in the data source, that data they can see how much profits are getting. Okay, what current year, previous year related, those things, all the things they can see it, all the things there itself. Understand?
Thank you so much, sir. It is very clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Rahul, you can unmute and ask.
Hello, sir. When will we start a regular class?
Regular class, it will be started on Friday, I think so. Okay, because tomorrow also demo will happen Friday. Okay, So yeah. Regular class, I think once you clear the payment, then the regular class will be started. Maybe on Friday it is started. So yeah.
How much fees?
That you need to, if you don't mind, can you please check with the Naresh IT team? Because I'm just a trainer, okay, Ram. So I cannot say all these things because they didn't intimate anything regarding fee. Okay, so check with the Naresh IT team, they will tell. Thank you. So okay, so we can stop it here, guys. Tomorrow we can continue with the other things, okay. So okay, tomorrow we'll start the new thing. Okay, so we'll see, and whenever the regular class is started, all the doubts will be clear because each and every part we can explain it, right? So at that point of time you will understand it. Understand? So yeah, Jagdish, tell me. You're asking something.
Yeah, hi Vijay. Thanks for the detailed session. I was not there in the yesterday's session. Okay, today only I joined. So is there any possibility that okay, you can send that course content what you're going to cover in the going forward sessions?
Yeah. Once actually, Jagdish, what will happen is in this Zoom link, this is a demo link. In this demo link, I cannot send any document or anything. That is the problem. Okay. So, so I will share to Sham. Sham is the one admin for this particular Zoom. Okay. So I will send to him and you can check with him. He will definitely provide all the things.
Yeah, sure, Vijay. Sure, Vijay. And as part of this, are you also just covering Power Virtual Agents as well?
No, no, that is completely different one, right, Jagdish? Power Platform
I'm just asking.
No, not covering here. Like Power Platform.
So it is only
Power
covers
BI,
only Power Apps, huh?
Power Apps related, because so Power Platform is 4 different skills, right? Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Virtual Agent. But here we are covering only Power Apps. But Power BI related today only morning, from morning new batch will be started at 10:30 a.m. If anyone want to join for Power BI, so you can join it from the morning classes like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vijay, that session is also you're only taking or someone else, Vijay?
Yeah, no, I'm